Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Today we are going to do the April paper pumpkin. I already opened some of it because honestly I wanted to see how detailed this kit was, and then I decided whatever, I'll just go ahead and do it. This one I'm super excited because it came with these little organizer strips. So you can turn your paper pumpkin box into a container to hold all of your little ink spots, because they come with little ink spots. I do have the metal containers from Tim Holtz, but they only hold a few of them. Let me show you somewhere. Right here. They only hold 12. So I do like this idea of having the paper pumpkin box, and I do have some of the really pretty ones from the different kits, and so I will use one of those. But anyway, this month's kit comes with Shaded Spruce. I already have Shaded Spruce ink pad, so I'm not going to open this one. The ones I don't open, I put in a different container, and then I give those away as prizes, whatever. Alright, so here's the stamp set. It's with deepest sympathy, enjoy your day. I'm grateful for all the little things you do, celebrate today. With some little flowers, splash dots, and a little branch. So, let's open it up and see what's inside. That looks fun already. I didn't watch any of the April paper pumpkins because I was busy doing other stuff. So I don't know what this is. Comes with two different twines of black and Calypso Coral. I like these gems. And here's the dimensionals. Oh, that's really pretty. Leaves with some foil. I like those cards. Envelopes. Oh, look at that. Some little background pieces. There's your dots. I could have just turned it over and cheated and looked at the front of this, but look at those cards. Those are gorgeous. So, let me see here. These are really, really pretty. I think I'm only going to do one sympathy card. I don't typically have a lot of sympathy cards that I need. So, alright. Let's do it. Okay, so I got everything punched out. Sorry, I guess I hit the camera while I was punching the stuff out. I got a whole clean new stamping sheet. These are 16 inches grid sheets that you can use to stamp and do whatever you want on them. Today, this brand new grid sheet is just going to be a stamping protection mat. Alright, so the first card I'm doing is this one here. Here are the instructions. So, per usual, you get the little instruction sheet. You can see the different cards on the cover. And then you get the instructions. Well, this page here shows you what you're going to need for each card. And then when you open it up, it's the instructions. So, alright. I went ahead and mounted my stamp. Again, use whatever block is your favorite. I stamped off onto my grid sheet because the very first time you use the stamps, they are a little bit sticky. So sometimes you'll get a clean stamp, sometimes you won't. Alright, I'm just going to line this up, straight down and straight up. Okay. And again, making sure it's inked up. And you're going to use your spot if you don't have the full ink pad. That one came out a little bit better. I think I'm going to redo this one. on the back. There we go. Last one. Tap, tap, tap. Straight down, straight up. There we go, perfect. Clean your stamp off. Okay, your greens and your purple are going to stain your chamois. It is fine. It works just the same, all stained up. Okay, so now what we need to do is adhere our pop outs on the bases. So this looks like we're using the light bases. The colors that go with this set are, it's a little cheat sheet on the back down here. Balmy Blue, Basic Black, Calypso Coral, Granny Apple Green, Petal Pink, Poppy Parade, and Shaded Spruce. So this is the Petal Pink right here. And so I think it wants us to, oh, it wants us to pop these up with pop dots, or dimensionals. So the dimensionals in the kits are thicker than the dimensionals that you get with your order. And I don't know why, but they are. Alright, so you're just going to put your pop dots on, as many or as few as you want, your preference. And then you're going to take these off. And you're going to put it on the base of your card that I already folded. Making sure you're as best in the center as you can. And then we will do the same to all three. Okay, so I went ahead and put my dimensionals on all of my which columns? My words. Now it's saying to adhere this piece in here somehow. Okay, so we're just going to glue these. You can use, obviously the instructions are telling you to use the adhesive that came with it, but I'm just going to use glue. And then it also said to cut 22 inches of twine, because they love them some twine. And then add that to your project in a circle formation. So we shall see how that works out. Not making any promises here. Okay, so it's saying take your piece, and I guess just wrap it around your hand. Why does their circle look perfect? My circle don't look perfect. Okay, well, alright, so I'm just gonna put a circle here. Obviously, I'm not a professional here. That circle was a little bit too big. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing here. So what I'm going to do is just have a hot mess like that. And I'm going to put this on top because I think this hot mess still looks really, really nice. I like that. I can do hot mess. That is really pretty. Okay. Hot mess for the wind. We have our gems. Take your pick tool. I use the pointy side. It says use 2 big and 3 little. I don't know if I'm going to put mine exactly where they tell me to, but I'm just going to go for it. I want one there. Okay. So So that's fun. So you're going to do the same thing with all 3 of these cards. You have your base. You're going to put your Hot Mess Express twine, or you're going to do a perfect circle how they have it, whichever way works for you. And let me see if I can get another perfect hot mess. Oh, that came out a perfect circle. Let me see if I can get my... It's too small. Boo. Alright, we'll play with it and see what we can do. Okay, so one of them I did get the perfect circle, and to be honest, I like the Hot Mess Express better. I don't know. That's my personal preference. So, here are these 3 cards. Now I do want to stamp just a little something on the inside because that's just what I like to do. I'm not going to put layers on these ones. Just because it's not heavy on the top. And so I am going to stamp this little flower, I think, on the inside. The envelopes are already decorated, so I don't need to do anything for the envelopes. Oops. Do that one again. That's what I love about these clear stamps. You can see it to restamp on top if you have to. So I just added the little flower on the inside. And off camera, I did go ahead and put all of my envelopes inside the little plastic sleeves. I like to keep my cards in. So they're already done for you. It's ready to go. You can sell it, you can gift it, whatever you need. It's already in the sleeve, ready to go. So there's that. Okay, so we are going to do this card here. It's a sympathy card. Let me show you the better picture. We're doing this one here in the middle. Okay, so the instructions say to stamp... Oh, wait, that's not the instructions. Right. To stamp 3 of the bubble stamps. Oh, you can't even see it. 3 of the bubble stamps on there. So we will do that. So I just kind of randomly stuck it 1, 2, and 3. Nothing, I mean, that's what I did. Okay, then next we're going to stamp our sentiment. I'm going to use 1 with sympathy and 1 enjoy your day. Let me clean this stamp and get it ready. For the green, the greens and actually the reds and the purples, I like to wipe the excess off with the lint-free towel. I have these little white ones. They were nail ones, and then I have like the shop vac towels. I like to wipe my block off with those first, and then I will go ahead and wipe the stamp off. It's just, I don't know why those specific colors are so juicy, but they get everywhere. And for most people that's okay, but for me, I don't like it on everything, on my hands, on my project. So, okay. Alright, you're going to stamp straight down and straight up. No rocking. Clean your stamp and your block, and we're ready to assemble. Okay, so for this one, we also need 12 inches of twine. I'll do 1 with the twine. I don't know if I'm going to do all of them. Oh, wow. This one stained my stamp, which is fine. See how it's green, but there's nothing coming off. That's fine. Certain colors are going to stain everything. So it will not hurt the stamp. It doesn't make it any different. It just will be, well, I guess it'll just be a different color. Okay, and there's usually an extra piece in case you stamp wrong, and you don't want to use, well, and you stamp wrong on the front and the back. So that way you have an extra piece. Alright, so now we're supposed to attach our base pages with glue or the adhesive dots, your choice. And is it centered as best as you can? Okay. And then we're going for the big flower in the back, I guess. And then why do we need this flower too? Oh, I guess we're popping it up. Maybe. Is that what we're doing here? Okay. That's cool. I just want to make sure on the instructions. Yeah, it does say we need the one together and then the separate one. So I guess that's what we're doing. We're going to glue the big one down and pop up the little ones. Alright, so I'm just adding glue. It might be off frame, but I'm just adding glue. And then sticking it down, we're going to pop up this one, which I didn't read ahead on the instructions, and so I was not prepared. And I stuck my directions right on top of one of my sentiments. Of course I did, because I already took the backs off of my sentiments. Add as many or as few as you want. Oops. And I'm just taking the backs off, and we're going to go ahead and line these up and pop that up. And then I went ahead and tied my bow things. Apparently it's supposed to go like this, and this is supposed to go on top. So they want it like that. Okay, I'm going to cut these tails. Okay, that's really cute. And then we're going to add our gems, the same one big one, two little ones. So we're going to work in our odd numbers, and they just have them randomly floating in the air. I don't know where they have the third one. 1, 2. I'm going to stick mine right there. Okay, so you're going to do the same for all of them, or different, however you want to do it. I'm just going to show you no sound. So no, there's no sound. I'm not talking. This is how fast things go when I'm not talking. So see, it's super fast. It's just when you're trying to do a tutorial, you start to move slow like I just did. But these kits are super fast to put together when you're just focusing on the kit and nothing else. And you can make them your own. You're going to put your gems wherever you want. And every time I probably put mine in a different spot, just because that's what I feel like. Alright, so those cards are done. Put them in your envelopes or put them in your sleeve with your envelope. This one, I think I need a little trim. There you go. Okay, so here are your 3 cards, all said and done, very quickly. All right, let's get the next card. All right, and for this last card, we have this here. So you're going to make your own little background pattern, and you're going to stamp your sentiment, and we're going to add it on. So I inked up my my stamp, and this is what I did. Have my piece of paper here. There's no right or wrong, so I just kind of stamped. Rotate my stamp a little bit, just kind of fit the dots, and then I came back in and I filled in the white spaces. Some people enjoy more white spaces, so oh, my block is really dirty. So we got some block lines, but I'm okay with that. I think it looks nice. Yeah, so that's just how you make your background the way you want it. And then you're going to take your I'm just cleaning my stamp off with this towel first, and then I'll put it in the chamois. Now we're going to take our sentiment. I'm going to use the Enjoy Your Day. You can also use the Celebrate Today. And you're going to stamp 3 of your circles. We're not going to fuss over it. We're just going to stamp them straight down, straight up. Oh, that one was still sticky. Took the whole paper. Straight down, straight up. No rocking. Straight down, straight up. When I say no rocking, this is what I mean. Because if you rock your stamp, you're going to get these lines. And it's going to look like you double did it. It's hard for me to rock it. But you're going to get weird images in there. So straight down, straight up. Sometimes you do have to pull your paper off the stamp because it is sticky. There are many ways you can make your stamp less sticky, but I don't really bother with it. Okay, so we have everything stamped out. Let's clean our stamps. Okay, so I used my entire sheet of dimensionals, including the corner pieces, because my heart desired more dimensionals than what they suggested. So I used the whole thing. Now, the card base, they want you to wrap the string around in like an X cut type thing, but I don't know why, because you cover it up. So, I mean, this is just how I did mine. And like so. I craft easy, so I came around the back and I took a piece of sticky tape, regular old wrapping paper too. Sorry, I keep hitting the camera. And I did that. And then I added my glue. You know what? I need to put this on my list. I'm going to the expo in Chantilly, and I need more of my glue, which I use the Berry Arts glue because I'm allergic to the Stampin' Up! Glue. So obviously I'm not going to use that. But where's my... Just set this little block on it to keep it down. Which I don't know why. This one wants to give me a fit. The other two went down easily. Alright, let me take the backs off these little flowers. I lost one of the flowers somewhere. There was enough for each of my cards to have 3 flowers, but I don't know where it is in this mess of a desk. It's not a big deal. Alright. And you're just going to take your... So see, I use the edge pieces. And you're just going to put this there. You're going to pop your flowers wherever you want. So I just did mine there, one there. Oh, right, I forgot about this little bubble thing. That was just glued. Now, because I worked hard on making my X, I didn't want to cover it all the way. So this is what I did. And then I put this little flower on top of that bud, like that. And then I took my gems, and again, you're just randomly gonna stick them wherever your heart desires. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you have a few extra gems left. I have like a little pocket here that I keep all the extra little gems from the paper pumpkins, from the paper kits. They all go in there. But here are these 3 cards using this design. I'm going to grab my envelopes. So they're all slightly different, but the same. In the inside, I did not stamp anything. I need to stamp something on the inside. Okay, so for the insides of these cards, I'm just going to stamp a little flower collage, if you will, using the Petal Pink. So you're going to use, you know, inks from previous kits or your ink pads that you already have. You can mix and match. Because I didn't want to deal with the green. This is too inky on my hands. And look, my hands are already dirty and I don't like it. So you put your little stamp on the back of the card, your name, your copyright Stampin' Up! Or whatever you want. These ones, sometimes I put my stamp on the back, sometimes I don't. I didn't really come up with this, I just put it together. So there's no right or wrong. You don't have to put your stamp, you can. So there you go. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Bye. Hello. Hey.
So, hey, I'm a mess today. I just wanted to call and let you know, I talked to her earlier. You know, she was stressed about money.
Yeah.
You know, from her dad and stuff. And I had called and she had said that I guess she only gets like $23 in food stamps now. So,
well, so here's her thing. Her dad does hold her money from her point of view, but
right.
When we were together, Mia was like, Grandpa doesn't do that stuff. So I never know what I know when she gets money from her dad, she spends it immediately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so Mia was like, yeah, we only get so much in food stamps, but because you can buy other stuff with food stamps at Walmart, They don't.
Oh, you can't?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because now it's on the. Yeah, because now the food stamps are on a debit card. So as long as it's
Okay.
Walmart, you can buy anything in Walmart. So that's where the food stamps are going.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not going to just food. Now, Mia said that the dad gives Kimmy $100 a month to spend on anything, and she buys mainly craft stuff, which, okay, you know, but
Right.
then they buy stupid stuff like, instead of bringing stuff to the movies with them, they buy all the expensive stuff at the movies, or, this, that, and a third. So, and then also she does some like online gambling games that she spends the money on. So that's why her dad doesn't want to give her money.
She
Yeah.
spends it on online games?
Yep. That's what Mia said. Which I get.
What?
I get it. If like sometimes you spend 99 cents to get the whatever on your game, but when you don't have money, you shouldn't be doing that.
Right. Girl, that's, yeah. Well, and, my whole thing is that, since, like, now I've told this story before. We had our own business last year.
Right.
And we were making, pretty good money having our own business because Blake's the one that had all the contracts and stuff.
Right.
But we had our friend who was he was our best man at our wedding, girl. I mean, we had multiple other businesses with him.
Right.
We've never had any problems with him, ever. I mean, we've known him for 35 years. We've never had any problems with him. And then, he got this girlfriend who thinks that, she wasn't equal to all this shit. She would fight with me over the business stuff. She thought that I was running the business and this and that. And I'm like, I'm not running the business.
Right.
Blake and Andy are running the business. Why do you think I'm running the business?
But even if you were, what's in her business?
Right, exactly. So anyway, it just turned into a big thing. And when they started making demands on money, Randy was working. Okay, when we started this business, Blake was working for another company.
Right.
Okay, and Randy said he would be a silent partner. Blah blah blah. And so we were the ones that brought over the companies that signed the contract with Epic.
Right.
And Randy, he was working for another company, and Blake decided, and then that's when Blake decided, okay, well, the company that he was working for was not treating his clients the way that they should be treated. Right. So that Blake decided to go ahead and go into business for himself, and he decided, and Randy would do that. And I will be a silent partner, because Randy built the software. Right. The database. Okay, he built that, which is fine. I mean, I get it. We asked him when we started the business, Blake asked him, how much do you want a month? Right. And we got to decide before we do all this, how much you want a month, how much, I'm going to get paid a month, and blah, blah, blah. And own words, I was sitting in on this meeting, and he said, I don't care how much you guys make. He goes, he said, I just want, I think it was, he goes, I just want $2,000 a month. $2,000 to $3,000 a month. Right. So, $3,000 a month. Which is fair. That's what we're sending him. All right? And then I would get paid a monthly wage, and because I was doing most of the office management stuff, like the invoicing and taking care of, all of the paperwork kind of stuff. Right? And